Hello, hello! Welcome to this live English masterclass here on the Speak English with Vanessa YouTube channel. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day, busy weekend, busy New Year's Eve, hooray, to immerse yourself in some English for the next 30 minutes or so. And I'm excited to tell you about an important thing, which is how to speak fluent English in 2024, because yes, tomorrow is 2024. I can't believe it. And I would love to help you continue on your English journey and finally make some real progress, because I know a lot of you are motivated, but possibly confused about what is the best path. What should I do? And I'm here as your teacher to help guide you and give you some tools so that you can actually make real progress, speak real English, and feel confident when you're speaking. So as you are joining me today, I would like to ask you a question. Before we get started with our lesson, I want to know, where are you from? Tell me in the comments, and I would love to see. We have 604 people here live already. Awesome. I would love to know, where are you from today? Right now, I am living on the East Coast of the US. I live in the state of North Carolina, and maybe some of you also live in North Carolina, but I have a feeling you probably live all around the world. So let's take a look. Oh, I see we have Renatus from Sao Paulo, Brazil. Welcome, welcome. Maria in Poland. Thanks for joining me. We have Sandra in Madagascar. Welcome. Thanks for joining me. Sonali in India. Welcome. We've got almost every continent represented, I think. We have Shanika in Sri Lanka. Very cool. And Takashi in Japan. It's late for you. I think you are the closest to 2024. For me, it's still morning, but for you, you have 2 hours left, I think. Maybe 2 hours. That's amazing. All right. I have a question for you. I would like to know, tell me in the comments, and maybe your comment will appear here. Tell me in the comments, what is the hardest part about speaking English for you? We are all on this journey, no matter what your native language is, no matter if you speak 4 languages already, no matter if you have visited an English-speaking country or not, you are all in the same boat. And this expression, to be in the same boat, means we are all on this somewhat difficult, somewhat challenging journey, but you want to succeed together. So this idea that we are in it together, you are in the same boat. So maybe you have something in common with people around the world. Let me know. What is the most challenging or the hardest part of English for you? Swabna says pronunciation and vocabularies. Yes, just to let you know, vocabulary is usually singular. So we say pronunciation and vocabulary are the hardest parts of English for me. Great. Thank you for sharing. Neela says making sentences. Okay. So maybe you can say, if someone asks you, what are you doing today? You might say, working. But it's hard for you to say a full sentence like, I am going to work this morning. Okay, putting all of that together in a sentence. Nelsa says, I lost my words sometimes. Okay, so you can't find the words that you want to say. You can't express yourself in the way that you want. I think this is really important because I know for me, when I'm speaking my second language, which is French, I feel like a different person almost. The way that I express myself and the words that I use, it's different than what I would use in English. And I think it's important to have the right words that you want to use when you're speaking in English so that you can feel like yourself and feel comfortable. That's extremely important. Diego says, when it comes to speaking it, so speaking English, because pronunciation is different from written English, pronunciation is difficult. So making sure that you are clearly pronouncing the words so that other people can understand you. Because you're right, Written English is completely different. If I read your sentence, I would say when it cometh to speak it. Written English is so different if you tried to pronounce every single sound. So yes, written and pronounced English are very different. But I have some good news. I'd like to give you a tip today about how you can pronounce real English clearly, easily, and really feel motivated to continue your English journey. But we'll get to that in a moment. I have a question for you next. Lots of questions today. How would your life change if you could speak English clearly and confidently? So you mentioned some difficulties, pronunciation, making sentences. How would your life be different if you could easily pronounce English? If you could easily remember vocabulary? If you could easily make sentences? How would your life change? Let me know, and I would love to see what you have to say. Piyush says, we will become confident. I love your use of will here. Will, we usually use will when we're really confident in something. We will become confident. I love that. That kind of proclamation. We will become confident if we could speak clearly. So that would change how you view yourself, how you're able to actually interact in English. Freddie says, I could find a better job. Okay, so English is essential for you in your career, and you're not alone. I'm sure a lot of friends here also would have the same benefit. They'd be able to find a better job. Unnamed person, a mystery person, says, I can be connected with all people over the world. Exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark. Wow, this is a very forceful statement. And yes, it's true. You can visit the US and speak in English and connect with people, but really, no matter where you travel, if you visit the Philippines, if you visit Germany, if you visit Argentina, you will need to speak in English if you don't speak that native language. So if you visit Argentina and you don't speak Spanish, you should try a little. But if you don't speak Spanish fluently, you're probably going to connect with someone in English. And what a wonderful way to actually meet people and feel that real reason for language, which is connecting with people. Takashi says, I could watch movies without subtitles. Yeah. How cool and empowering is that? I love it when you can actually do that and you feel just so proud of yourself that you're able to understand what the real conversations are and actually be able to enjoy yourself and not feel stressed about missing words and not understanding and it's too fast. You could actually watch movies without subtitles, relax after a long day, and just watch a movie and enjoy it. Well, I have some good news. I would love to help you speak English clearly and confidently in 2024, which is tomorrow. Amazing. I would like to invite you to join me in the 30-day speaking challenge. I know a lot of people, me included, make a New Year's resolution, and a lot of my students make a New Year's resolution that I will speak English fluently and confidently this year. This is the year to make the change. And you know what? The best way to make a change is to start the year on the right foot. Not the left foot, the right foot. Start the year on the right foot and really challenge yourself to make a habit of English. So in the 30-day speaking challenge, I will tell you a little bit about it. You will be able to finally speak real English and grow your confidence. This is the most important thing. Have a habit of English. And there are some special, very exciting, I should say bonuses included in this course, including getting real feedback from American English teachers about your speaking. But I'll tell you about that in just a minute. Let me tell you about what you can do in the 30-day speaking challenge. Like you mentioned, it's important to be able to have the right words that you want to say. So in this course, you will learn to express yourself easily. You will grow your vocabulary so that when you want to talk about something, you have the right words to use. You'll have the words you want to say. And I think maybe most importantly, because all of us are busy, you'll be able to quickly improve without wasting your time. I know a lot of you have a busy job, a busy family. I do. I have a busy job. I have 3 kids, 2 cats, 11 chickens, 5 fish. A busy life. So the important thing is that you can reach your goal of speaking fluent English and not waste your time. You probably have been learning English for many years, but this is a great way to study each day on a wonderful path towards fluency so that you're not wasting your time. And if you have been here on the Speak English with Vanessa YouTube channel for a while, you know that it's my goal as your English teacher to help you speak real English. And what does that mean, real English? Real English means words that people actually say in real life. If you have only studied in a textbook in a classroom for your entire life, and then you go to New York City and you walk into your hotel and the hotel clerk asks you a question, you're probably going to be quite surprised because they are speaking real English, English of the real world. And you have only been in a little bubble of textbook classroom English. So it's my goal in the 30-day speaking challenge to help you speak real English. And how wonderful that would be that you could actually have the words that you want to say, and you know that these are the words that real English speakers use in the real world. In some of my students in the course, well, a wonderful student, Ibrahim, he had something fabulous happen to him. He said that he was talking with one of his colleagues in the office. And do you know what his colleague said to him? His colleague said, Ibrahim, what a sudden change in the way that you speak English. You have improved a lot. You speak like an American. What an exciting compliment. So he has really dedicated himself to speaking for 30 days in this course. And what was the result? His colleague, not just his teacher is looking for improvements and trying to help him in this way, but a colleague who didn't need to give him a compliment. She did. She gave him this beautiful compliment. You have improved a lot. You have changed the way that you speak, and you speak like an American. How very cool. My student Vincinia said, hello, Vanessa. I'm very happy to compliment the challenge without wasting a single day. I learned a lot and it was really fun. Thank you very much. Keep being this cheerful and fun teacher. This is what's important to me in my busy life, not wasting a single day. When I have a goal, it can be really frustrating for me when I'm wasting time searching for what to do, looking up ideas about what to do. Instead, in the 30-day speaking challenge, I will give you a lesson every single day, and you will improve step by step without wasting a single day, like he said. So let's talk about how the course works, because I want to help you be able to improve and make that goal in 2024. There is the 4-step speaking method. We're going to go through each step. And if you have any questions about this, feel free to share it with me in the comments, and I will try to give you some feedback about your questions, some answers. So let's talk about what you will do every day in the 30-day speaking challenge so that you can finally speak real English, have the words you want to say. Maybe you'll even get that job that you want and be able to connect with people from around the world. So step 1 is to watch the daily speaking lesson. I will send you a lesson every day starting on January 1st. When is January 1st? It's tomorrow. So tomorrow begins the 30-day speaking challenge, and I will give you the first lesson tomorrow. You will answer a daily question. You will learn daily vocabulary. You will answer the sample questions so that you can have the words you want when you need to speak. Let's see what step 2 is. Step 2, writing. You will write your answer to the daily question. You're going to write just how you speak. So for example, if the question is, how did you get your name? That's one of the questions in the course. How did you get your name? If you wrote a very complicated and academic answer, well, as my parents were considering what to name their beloved child. This is very high vocabulary. This is not the way that we speak in real life. I want you to write exactly how you speak. My parents were talking about how to name me. Great. So in the course, I will help you to write exactly how you speak. This is a practice, and you're going to say it out loud. Read your answer out loud, and it will prepare you for the next steps. The next step is you're going to read your answer out loud. You are warming up your speaking muscles. You are preparing. In my YouTube lessons, I have often talked about how you can actually speak confidently in English. If you need to speak English for your job, this is a really stressful, high-pressure situation. When your boss or your colleague asks you a question in English, this is really high pressure. You need to be polite. You need to have exactly the correct information, and you want to speak clearly. You want to represent yourself and your company and your position well. So I recommend starting at this level right here in this course, where you are in the safety of your own home. You're writing your answer. You're reading it out loud. There's no pressure. You can speak out loud. Exercise those muscles so you're speaking without your boss listening, without giving a presentation. There's no pressure, because then for step 4, we're going to level it up. Level 4 is to record yourself answering the daily question in our private course group. So our group is where all course members will meet together, and you will have the chance every day to record yourself saying the daily question, and this will help you to track your progress over the 30 days. There is something special that happens when you record your voice, and I want to tell you what it is, because you're not just recording your voice and forgetting about it. Instead, something very special will happen, and I'll tell you about that in just a moment. But first, I have a question for you. Have you ever had feedback from a teacher about your English speaking skills? Have you ever spoken and gotten someone to say, "Oh, this is what you should improve," or "This is really good"? Has that ever happened to you? I want to know in the comments, have you ever gotten feedback from a teacher? Do you really know how your speaking skills are? Or are you just guessing? Are you just hoping that your speaking skills are okay? Financial Mindful says, never. So you have never had feedback from a teacher. I imagine you might be curious. What would someone say about my speaking skills? So you have not. Oh, a lot of people said, Lucas said no. Sophie said yes. Okay, you've had feedback from a teacher. Great. Not really. Not really. Ala said no. Fabian said no. Okay. Well, I'm curious. What would a teacher say about your speaking skills? Well, I would love to share with you this bonus, 2 bonuses in the speaking challenge, because I have some good news. In my opinion, this is one of the best parts of the 30-day speaking challenge. Yes, the lessons are great. Yes, your practice is great, but this is the key to success. The first bonus is you will get daily feedback on your speaking from our professional English teachers. So let's imagine this. Let's imagine that we have a friend here. Let's say Lucia. Lucia is watching this right now. Let's imagine that Lucia joins the course and she watches the daily lesson. She records her voice answering the daily question. And then the next day when she wakes up, she looks at our course community and there's a reply from our professional English teachers. And that reply is a spoken feedback about her speaking skills. And that teacher is telling her, Lucia, thank you so much for sharing. I heard that you used this pronunciation. Actually, this is more correct instead. You should say that, but this word that you used was wonderful. So keep up the good work. What wonderful motivation that is, connecting and getting personal feedback. So the next day, she gives her own homework in the community, and she wakes up the next morning and finds more feedback about my speaking. Can you imagine doing this for 30 days? So exciting and motivating, and also leveling your English speaking skills up step by step. It's helping you individually to improve your skills. The extra bonus is that because this is a community, this is a private group where all of the course students are, you can listen to the English teacher's feedback for other students too. You can learn from each other. So let's imagine that Fatima also joins the course. She can listen to the teacher's feedback for Lucia as well. So she can hear what Lucia needs to improve on, and she can do that herself. So you're learning from the teacher, but you can also learn from each other's mistakes. This is very exciting, and I would love for you to be part of this. So if you would like to be part of the 30-day speaking challenge, I would like to invite you to join us. You can click on the link, Speak English with Vanessa Live. It's this link right there. speakenglishwithvanessa.com/live, and you can join us and get speaking feedback starting tomorrow. Imagine that. Start the new year and turn over a new leaf. This is a great idiom that means start fresh. Turn over a new leaf and get speaking feedback every day for 30 days. This is kind of like a rocket boost for your year so that you can start the year in a wonderful way and get speaking feedback. I would like to share some really important information with you though, because the course starts tomorrow. That's very soon. The course begins on January 1st. And you might be thinking, speaking feedback every day. This is usually very expensive. If you have ever joined private courses in English, it is extremely expensive to have a personal teacher. But I have some good news. I would love to give you a discount so that you can start the new year speaking confident English and also saving some money. So the full price for the 30-day speaking challenge is usually $120. But I would like to offer you for the next, 14 hours? 13 and a half hours, if my math is right. I would like to offer you a 30% off discount. So the total price of the 30-day speaking challenge is $84. This means that you can use the vocabulary that you want to say. You can speak clearly. You can improve your pronunciation so that other people can understand you for $84. But this discount ends at midnight tonight EST. That's about 12 hours away. And I would love for you to join us. Right now, we have, I will check, we have some wonderful friends who have joined the course. Yoshikazu Kono joined our course. Welcome. I will see you in the 30-day speaking challenge tomorrow. I see we have Claudette Harrell has joined the course. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. We have Joaquim Riera. Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining us in the course, along with many other people who are motivated to start 2024 in the best way possible. We have a great question. What does it mean, feedback? So feedback means that our teachers will listen to your voice recording. You are going to answer the daily question. We have fun topics, great questions. You're going to answer the question, record your voice. So I will show you. Record your voice in our group, and then our teachers will listen to your recording and they will record audio feedback for you. They'll say, "Thank you, Saman, for sharing your homework today. I heard this and this and this were really great, but this is something that you can improve. Let's practice it." And they'll give you some feedback, audio feedback that you can listen to again and again. And each day for 30 days, you'll receive this feedback. It's a wonderful way to start the new year. We have a question. Can I join your course? Yes, you can join the course at speakenglishwithvanessa.com/live. This is a great way to be able to join us now with the 30% off discount for $84. A great way to join us. I would like to take a little break and ask if you have any questions for me, because this is a wonderful time to ask me live while I'm here. There's 722 of you. Wow. Hello, everyone. And I would like to answer your questions. I saw a good question in just a moment ago. How can I talk like a native speaker? So the best way to improve your speaking skills is to shadow. This means to imitate how other people speak. So in the 30-day speaking challenge, I will answer the daily question myself. I will give you a sample answer, and it's important that you imitate my speaking voice and you answer the question yourself using the same vocabulary, the same pronunciation, but you're answering it with your own words. And this is a great way to be able to level up your speaking skills. When you are a high beginner or intermediate level English student, the best way to become advanced is to imitate the people who you want to speak like. Mary has a great question. What happens if I can't work a day? This is no problem. The great thing is you have unlimited lifetime access to the course. I'm going to show you the course in just a moment, and you will have lifetime access. So if you miss a day, my biggest recommendation is the next day, try to do 2 lessons. But maybe you have a special vacation planned for the month of January and you're going to be gone for 5 days. When you come back, start again. And our teachers will be available for a couple extra weeks because I know that sometimes this happens. So you will have lifetime access to the lessons, and you will be able to continue to get feedback if you miss a couple days. Don't worry. I want to make sure it's flexible for everyone. English with Naeem says, is the 30-day course for an advanced level? This is a great question. So the question here is, who is the course for? What level is the course for? So last year, we had this course running in the new year for 2023, the new year, and there were people who were quite high at an advanced level, and there were people who were quite low at a beginner level. And the beautiful thing is that you are getting personalized speaking feedback on your skills. So if you are for example, a beginner English speaker, when you answer the question we talked about before, how did you get your name? You will probably answer this in a very beginner, simple style way. And that's okay because you're a beginner. Our teachers will give you feedback based on your level. But if you are a high advanced student and you use advanced vocabulary, advanced grammar structure, our teachers will listen to that and they will give you feedback based on your advanced level. So this course is really flexible to fit whatever level you are. That's something I love about it. It's not exclusive. There are options for everyone. Let's see if there are any other questions. Oh, we have a good question here. Do you think it's better to wait to improve your listening skills before you start speaking? You know what, Junior? This is something that goes side by side. If you think about children and the way that children learn to speak a language, they are listening for years, probably 2 years, 2 or 3 years before they can speak really well. And as adults, we don't have to wait for 2 or 3 years. We already have a lot of other skills we can use to improve our speaking skills earlier. But those 2 skills go side by side. So in the 30-day speaking challenge, you will be listening to my daily lesson. You will be listening to a few sample conversations. I have a couple sample conversations with my husband in the course because there are some speaking exams. And this is a way that you can improve your listening skills alongside your speaking skills. These both go together. I see Amar has a great question. Hello, Vanessa. I understand English, but I can't speak. You know what? This is exactly for you. A lot of us have a lot of practice understanding English because you might listen to my YouTube videos, you might listen to podcasts or movies or English songs, but your chances to speak in English are not often. Maybe you might randomly say hello to an English coworker, or if there is like a tourist on the street who asks you a question, but that's not enough to actually grow your skills. So in this course, you are absolutely getting the practice that you need, especially this habit building practice over 30 days. So yes, I hope that helps. All right, let me see if there are any other questions. Oh, this is a good one. Mary says, how long do you have to work each day? So in the 30-day speaking challenge, the lessons are created so that you can study for 10 to 15 minutes every day. I mentioned before that one of the great benefits is that you're not wasting any time with long lessons that aren't pushing you in the right direction. The lessons can be finished in 10 to 15 minutes every day. And because you have access to the course forever, you're welcome to go back and review those lessons. You're welcome to go back and review the feedback from the teachers. This is a great way to fit English into your daily life. That's really important. So we already talked about who the course is for, and what I would like to do is I would like to show you inside the course. So I'm going to attempt to share my screen. Let's see how this works. And I would like to show you what this looks like. So here we can see, all right, inside our course. And also we're going to take a brief look inside our community group. All right, let's take a look. I'm going to share my screen. All right. Okay, so here you can see inside the 30-day speaking challenge. You can see that the first lesson is available in one day. That's tomorrow. So when you join the course, you will have immediate access right now to day 0. That's right now. You will have access to a tutorial to help you use the course in the best way possible. This is my study guide to help you study all 4 steps of the 30-day speaking challenge in the best way possible. And you have access to a calendar so that you can check off each day as you study. There's something very fulfilling when you check off each day. All right, let's take a look at the day 1 lesson. So the day 1 lesson, you will have a chance to watch the daily lesson video. You will have a chance to, if you would like, you can download the documents as well. You can study here the new vocabulary. You can check out my sample answer that I've talked about in this lesson here. Welcome. This is the daily lesson for day 1. And then at the bottom, there is a quiz every day based on the vocabulary that you learned. So you will have a chance to test yourself to see if you can remember the vocabulary each day. This is a great way to actually improve because you are listening to me explain the vocabulary, you are writing your own answer with the vocabulary, and then you're having the chance in our group. You're doing a quiz. You're taking the quiz. I don't want to forget that part. And then in our community group, you are using that vocabulary in your answer. So the same thing for day 2. There's a daily lesson. You will have a chance to study the daily vocabulary, check out my sample answer, write out your answer. You'll have a chance to take the quiz here, and you will get to see our community group. So here's what I'm going to do. All right, we're going to take a look at our community group, which I'm very excited to share with you. All right, let's take a look at it. All right, here you can see inside our community group, we have many members who have shared, introduced themselves, but we have 8 teachers who are waiting for you. So we have me, Vanessa, Elsa, Laura, Amber, Patricia, Stacy, Salima, and Isabella are waiting to help you speak confidently. We will be listening to you, and we will be sharing our feedback with you about your speaking skills. And each day you will go to, for example, day 1. Right now, day 1 has not begun. So there are no comments or feedback here yet. You will answer the question. You will click on the microphone at the bottom. You will record your voice, and then you will get recorded feedback from our teachers based on your speaking skills. And then the next day, you'll go to day 2. You will share your recorded homework, and you will get feedback based on your speaking skills, your personal, individualized speaking skills. So I'm very excited about this community group. I think this is an excellent way to stay motivated and to really have this accountability. Every day we'll be working together. You'll be getting feedback. You'll feel excited when you hear and see that feedback come in, and you'll be able to continue improving your English skills. I would like to answer another very important question. What is the refund policy? Because I believe you will love the 30-day speaking challenge. You will be excited to speak real English, improve every day, get personalized speaking feedback, but it's important to also make a decision with low risk. For me, when I purchase something online, I always want to make sure that I can return the product if it's not a good fit for me. So our refund policy is a 30-day refund policy, no questions asked. All you need to do is send me an email and say, hey, Vanessa, this course is not for me. And you know what I'll do? Click, click, and send you your money back. No problem. It's really important for me, Vanessa, and for the business, Speak English with Vanessa, that we have a good connection with students, and I want to make sure you're satisfied. I have a feeling you will love the course, but for the refund policy, I also want you to be satisfied as well. We have a great question from Malik. Will we automatically join the group after signing up for the course? I will send you a link so that you can just click on that link and you can download the group so that you can join us. We're waiting for you. We would love to meet you, Malik. So you're not automatically added, but you will automatically get a link so that you can join. This is a great way to do it. Great question, Anish. Do I get a completion certificate? Yes and yes. So yes, when you finish the course, after the 30 days, you can send me an email. Tell me your experience about the course. This will help me to make it better and better. And I will send you a certificate of completion. The certificate of completion is a great way to prove to yourself. A lot of my students even show it to their boss to prove I have been studying English. I finished this course, and it's a great way to conclude your English journey. Some of my students even print it out and put it on the wall. I love that. So yes, we will give you a certificate of completion when you finish. I would like to take a moment to answer any final questions before we go today. Let's see. Oh, Misa has a great question. How much is this course? Yes, so the 30-day speaking challenge is usually $120, but if you purchase it before midnight, which is about 12 hours in my time, EST, New York time, it is $84. This is 30% off, and you can get daily lessons, plus you can record your homework every day for 30 days and get 30 days of feedback, personalized feedback from our teachers. So Misa, if you join the course, you would study the daily lesson like I just showed you. Then you would answer the daily question in our group. You would speak out loud, answer the question, and the next day when you wake up, You can look at our group and say, oh, I have a notification. One of the teachers listened to my homework. Yes. And you can listen to what they said. Thank you, Misa, for your homework. This is what you said really well. This is a great expression, but this phrase is pronounced incorrectly. You can say this instead. They will give you personalized feedback based on what you said in your homework. So for this, it is 30% off, $84 for the entire 30-day speaking challenge. Momo Free has a great question. What is the time of these lessons? So in the course, you can study the daily lesson at any time. You have access to log in to your course account, like we just looked at, and you can study that lesson at any time. The personalized feedback is available for the month of January, plus a few extra weeks, because I think some students will miss a few days if you're on vacation, and I want to be flexible for students who purchase the course. So you can study the lessons at any time, and you have lifetime access to the lessons. If you would like to join the course, you can go to speakenglishwithvanessa.com/live. And I see we have a few friends who joined us here. I see we have Sayori Koami. Thank you for joining. Wonderful. Ildiko Nemeth. Oh, I know you. Hello, hello. Ildiko joined the course. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. I will see you in our private community. So excited. And we will give you speaking feedback for 30 days. What an amazing way to start 2024. All right. Let's see if there are any final questions. Momo has a great question. Is it the truth that I can speak English well in just 30 days? So I have a question. If you listen to English every day for 30 days, if you read an English book every day for 30 days, would your English speaking skills improve? Well, your general English knowledge would definitely improve if you read or if you listen. But when you speak out loud every day for 30 days, your skills will improve so much. So if you are starting at a beginner level, well, you're not going to be fluent, but your skills are going to grow so much. And this was a very exciting thing for a lot of students who completed the 30-day speaking challenge last year. First of all, the sense of pride. I can't believe I did this for 30 days. I completed my goal, but also the growth that happens over that time is great. So I highly recommend being consistent, saying, all right, I'm going to start 2024 on the right foot, not the left foot, on the right foot. And I will be motivated to complete this challenge because my skills will grow over the next 30 days if I follow this plan. And that's my goal as a teacher, is to give you a guide. It's great to study free English YouTube lessons or watch movies in English, but that's not a real path that's going to help you just in that kind of step-by-step way. So with a course, I can give you that step-by-step guidance. First, study this lesson, then do this quiz, then send your homework, then get feedback. This type of path is what a teacher is for. So it is my goal to help you make that step-by-step improvement so that you can speak real English. It's my goal for you and a wonderful thing that you can do at the beginning of the year, starting tomorrow. So please don't wait to get the 30% off discount. The 30% off discount ends in 12 hours. It closes today at the end of the day before the new year, because tomorrow is day one. We start tomorrow. So I would love for you to join me. You can go to speakenglishwithvanessa.com/live, and you can join our course and our course community for 30% off. The total price is $84, and I would love for you to be able to join us. Well, thank you so much, everyone, for joining me today for this live lesson. I hope you have a wonderful new year, and I hope to see you inside the 30-day speaking challenge. We are waiting for you. There are 8 teachers waiting inside the course to speak with you and to listen to your speaking skills and to give you feedback. So click on that link to join us in the 30-day speaking challenge to get 30% off. We are starting tomorrow like a rocket for the new year, starting off in the best way possible. I will see you in the 30-day speaking challenge, and have a wonderful new year. I'll see you later, everyone. Bye.